already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. We gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. But just know I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 30 on second down, Allen, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a delayed give to Gore. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque. Yeah,
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go with a screen to Gore. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Gore. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Gore. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Let's go.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 68 yards on the ground. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Now Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Check. Lucky.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside. The 5 to about the 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
We got this.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On the counter, Gore. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So this week one matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And the pass complete to Anunwa. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Here's Bell. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Come on, no, come on, no. 49. 49 the money. I got him.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 25-yard line. This is Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Star Latulele in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Here's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now Gore. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On play action, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And Le'Veon Bell It's a foot race. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 33 and a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. To throw is Darnold. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 29, Darnold caught here by Bell. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Darnold now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, 37 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there, and it's 3rd down.
Single. 17.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 64 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And shedding through the tackle. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check 41.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Keep it up, guys.
Allen off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw, it's Allen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Brandon Copeland. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Airing one out for Crowder. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. Cannot get away, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
No, but they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he gets it down to the 32. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Lady, Hatchet.
Now a handoff looking right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bills' 23-yard line.
49, guys. Red 80. Come to my world.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's up a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
We're going to sign. 58, the money. Bring it. Bring it. Red 80.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. His pass caught with the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 10 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. On first down, Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 8-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
No, Waity. No, Waity.
Ship.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Darnold, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here now Roberts. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
50 seconds to Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take that.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 12, Allen. 23 yards the pickup there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5. It's a big run that time by Bell. 91 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
On play action, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week one in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a